What is up, gamers? GT by Shaq here. So recently I've seen Rockstar added the option for players online to have like 6 properties instead now. So with the addition of the 6 properties, I know that's good for some players, but for people like me, and I know there's a lot of people out there like me, that 6 properties just not cutting it, because many people are like, there's a lot of players online that's buying all these properties and stuff, but there's no real way to actually sell back these apartments. It's like me, if you look at the map, I own how much? There's 2 over here, there's 1 right here, and there's 1 right here. No, it's not only that too. If you check my CEO stuff, I own tons of warehouses. All these warehouses that you just don't go to no more. All those apartments and stuff that you just don't go to no more, it's just there. So what I propose is that Rockstar need to add a way that we're able to sell most of these properties to at least make the money back. And when I say make the money back, where we can actually make the money back, like actual profit. Like most of those cars that they want me to sell, like my Osiris that I paid like 1.8 mil for. But for me to sell it back on this, it only sells back for like 1.3 mil. Which that is definitely not a profit at all. So one of the stuff that I know that not only me but most of the gamers online need right now for Rockstar to do the change, they need to allow us to sell these properties back, sell these apartments back. Because I know for a fact there's a lot of people that's buying most of these apartments, and it's just sitting there. They don't even go to it anymore. And not only that too, you gotta pay like I don't know how much their stuff is, but mine is like 10,000 a day in rent I gotta pay in order to own most of those stuff. And that shit can get expensive, and it adds up eventually. If you play online like for a while, for a day, you can easily be paying like 50,000 a day just for those apartments and those, like the properties in general that you just don't go to no more, but you still own them. You can't get rid of them. The only thing you could do is like, I don't even think you could downgrade from one of the apartments or anything. The only thing you could do is upgrade. So if you own a high-end apartment, there's no way you can do to like go down to a cheaper apartment or something like that. The only option you left is to upgrade to a better one, which is more expensive. The rent is going to be more expensive, and that's going to cut into all your money that you're making daily. Like I said, one of the stuff that they need to add definitely is a way for us to be able to sell these apartments and these properties that we can actually like get rid of, or at least make a profit off of when we sell it. Another thing that most players want online is that most of these money, like the money methods that they added for us to make money, we need to be able to do those stuff in like solo sessions. I mean, yeah, the idea that they had when they decided to bring out these money methods as far as like how to make it in public sessions, their plan was to be able to do it in the public sessions because they want players to be able to attack us when we're doing it. They want the players to be able to attack us while we're like trying to earn some money and stuff, which that is a headache right there, because nobody want to be able to deal with that. So they definitely at least need to make the money method like the CEO business stuff and the MC clubhouse and stuff. You need to be able to like get your supplies and sell your stuff in solo sessions, because everybody's trying to like, they bringing out all these expensive vehicles and the bikes and stuff, and everybody's trying to at least use their method that they put to make the money, but you still can't use it because every time you try to sell or try to do something, somebody's attacking you, somebody's trying to destroy your stuff, and you just can't sell it properly. You just can't sell it right to at least make the money back to buy those cars and those bikes and stuff they keep adding. So the third thing that I propose that we need online, like most players need, is we need more affordable vehicles. I mean, if any of you have seen most of the updates that they come out with, all the updates I be having at least like, it's not even at least, all the cars and all the bikes and stuff they bring out is always like at least like a 1.5 or like a $2 million vehicles they bring in. And that shit is just not cutting it online because nobody can afford that shit. That's why I think lately they've been having all these discounts on vehicles and like the Pegasus stuff that you buy, and like choppers and the tanks and all, and like the bikes and new stuff that they put in all those discounts, because I know they're probably realizing that they keep adding all these new stuff that's like high in price and nobody's buying it, so let's just throw out a discount and try to get them to buy it. Which is good that they're actually having the discounts, but still it's like even when they have the discount, nobody still can afford to buy, because the discount that they put in, when you actually do the math for the discount, the price is still pretty much high that you just can't afford it no more. So they definitely need to do something about these prices. And I know they only put in these high prices because that's their way of being able to make money off the game, so they could sell like the shark cards and stuff that people are buying, which I still don't see why people at this time are still buying shark cards, because those shark cards money, the amount of money that you get in the GTA Online, it just doesn't add up, and it's not reasonable, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's the third option I propose. We need more affordable vehicles, more affordable cars and bikes with every new update that they bring, instead of those expensive high-end stuff that they bring in that nobody's buying. You barely even see anybody driving around in those expensive cars no more, because people just can't afford it anymore. And it's like, I know they keep adding ways not to make money so that you can actually afford them, but their way for us to make money is just not cutting it, because they're going about it the wrong way. Another thing that we need online is we need actual businesses. When I say actual business, I mean like business that we have offline, not the ones that we got online where it's like you own the MC clubhouse or you own the CEO office and stuff, but you're the CEO and you're the boss, but at the same time you got to be the worker, because you got to be the one to supply your stuff. We need actual business like they got offline, that like Trevor and Franklin and stuff owns, and every week they would get like a $10,000-$15,000 profit because they own the business. Like I remember Franklin owning the steel mill that's over here, and like by the end of every week or so he would get like a 10,000. I forgot how much the actual price that he would get. We need businesses like those, not the CEO stuff that they got, because to buy the business, you need to be like, you're buying the business to be the boss of the business and the one that actually owns it, not to be the boss and the worker at the same time, whereas you gotta be supplying your own stuff. Like I want to be able to own actual businesses, not these like part-time stuff that they got, where it's like we gotta just like basically doing all the work instead. But yeah, like I'm saying, we need actual businesses online, that like the same type of business that they got offline. I don't want to be the boss and the CEO of my company and still got to be the worker at the same time trying to get the supplies and stuff. I want to own some type of business that every week I'm going to generate a profit. If any legal stuff comes in where the cops end up raiding the business, that's when they're going to call me to come in and help save the business. Not every minute I got to be going back and forth trying to get supplies and checking up on the business. That's not the job of a CEO. So last but not least, the thing that we need online is the most evolved thing that I won't say promised us from the beginning, but they made it clear from the beginning that was gonna have, is the mansions and stuff. Like I remember when they first talked about it, drove around in most of these places over here for like a month, checking out all these mansions that I wanna say I would buy if they made it available. Well, not these ones down at the bottom. There's ones up in the hill. I'll show you in a second. But we need the mansions. Like I don't get the idea why they even thought that we would want to rather live in an apartment rather than mansions and stuff. Like I'd rather live inside of these mansions and stuff over here than the apartments. Hell, I'd even rather live on top of my yacht that I own right now than the freaking apartments. Like that's the purpose of being the whole CEO and being somebody that owns the millions of dollars inside the game, to be able to live inside a mansion. Not no cheap, and I don't even call it cheap because those apartments are expensive, but not no apartments. It's rather to live inside the mansions than that. Like I don't know who idea it was from the beginning when it was making a game that players would want to live inside apartments than the mansions, but whatever idea it was, that's just totally wrong, because we need the mansions. We need to be able to live in some kind of house. And I know they do got houses in the game that you can go in, but not the type of houses that, like the mansion type of houses that people need right now. It's been over 3 years since the game came out, and ever since then they've been talking about the whole mansion stuff, but we haven't gotten mansions or anything as yet. And this house right here, remember, I bought this house right here because of the view. If you go to the back, like especially in the nighttime, if you come out here, you can see the whole city and everything from here. And that's one of the reasons why I want the whole mansions and everything, because once you get the mansions up in the hill, and that's why I'll check out most of the mansions. I told you I'm gonna show you in a while the ones I want are the ones that's up here, because from up here you can see the whole city and everything if you actually own one, if it becomes available. See, like I said, these are the mansions that I said if they do become available. One of these up here I would have gotten. That's in Lake Vinewood Estates, and particularly the one that I said I was gonna get is this one right here to the right. I don't know if you would consider these mansions, but they look like pretty big houses. If you go out to the back, you can see the whole city and everything from back here. They got a pool, they got a diving board, they got a weight room. They got a pool table, they got a darts, so you could play darts back here. Like, this is the type of the lifestyle that the whole CEO idea and the MC president idea, this is the type of lifestyle that you're supposed to be living, not cooked up in some damn apartment in the city. Like, yeah, I know the millionaires live in the apartments, and like they don't live in the apartments in the city, but it's like they rent it out for like vacations and stuff, but they don't actually live there. So I don't know who idea it was to actually decided to allow players to only be able to like live in apartments in the city. That's why we need these mansions. And that's why I say I'd rather live in on my yacht than to live in an apartment, because not only is the yacht better, like it's better looking, it's a better feeling as far as being a CEO, having all the millions of dollars and stuff, than being in an apartment. See, like, you can't even do these type of shit in apartments. You can't even access your rooftop inside your apartments. It's been over 3 years, Rockstar. We do need these mansions and these stuff to become available now. So anyways, gamers, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about these 5 ideas that I just pitched out there that Rockstar needs to change, or need to like bring about, that we want online and we need online. Let me know what you feel about that, and if there's some of the ideas or some of the stuff that you've thought about before, or some of the stuff that you want to, just leave a comment down below. Let me know. Also, don't forget to like this video and share this video. Tag Rockstar inside of the, share it on their Facebook page, the Twitter page, and tag Rockstar so they can become aware of these ideas that people want and people need online, these changes that we need. So yeah, just go share it on Facebook. You could tag Rockstar inside of it. Let them see this. So that this video could reach them at least.
LJT here.